Anyway, let's flip you over and let's get going. So, just move that out the way and turn the camera. Yep, there we go. Beautiful day here today, absolutely stunning, just fantastic. Okay, make sure I get this right. And just turn that around a little bit. It's got a bit skew with. Oops. Hopefully. Okay, so the set I wanted to use, I'm just make sure that that's all good. The Otic leaders are getting ready to open schools. Oh no. Oh gosh, that's pretty scary. Will it be compulsory? Will people have to send their kids to school? Hope not. You'd be a bit worried, wouldn't you? Right, I'm just going to find this on here. Now, the set we're going to use today is the Gnome for the holidays. Isn't this just adorable? I absolutely love this wee set. And I'm just going to make sure I can't see anything. It is so fun, and you can just make it so bright and happy, and yeah, so much you can do with it, really. I just couldn't resist and got myself the Gnome for the holidays. So let's get started. I'm going to do a little bit of couple of ways to colour this card. So we're going to use a brayer, and we are going to use one of these wee brushes. Now these you can actually purchase just in Kmart or anything like that. I'm actually not seeing parents can choose to teach that my son like my son and husband have to work in classrooms. Oh no, that's no good. Look, I can't, there we go. I can't see anybody's comments. Let me just get rid of that one. That might be better. Start. Aha, there we go. So today we're going to, yes, as with the brayer, and these you can just get from your local, like Kmart or makeup store. So they're like makeup brushes. So you can get them quite cheaply, or you can get them online in packs and different sizes. There's varying size. We'll use this one today. I quite like them. They're quite smooth. Hi, Helen. I know, isn't it cute? It's so adorable. I just couldn't resist. But Roz, gosh, that is scary. So masks, are they compulsory over there? Hi, Cindy, how are you? Welcome, everybody. Right, so we start off with the brayer. And just now, when you ink up with the brayer, really important that you ink up one way. When you're actually using it, those gnomes here, gnomes on holiday, they are just adorable, aren't they? Certainly bring a smile to my face. That's why I thought that would be good to bring a smile to everyone's face today after the week we've had. So as I say, just brayer it up in one direction, but when you're actually putting it on, you can go backwards and forwards. So just build it up slowly. When you are putting it on, always good, never to, yes, you are seeing me live today, Janet. It's fantastic. Home on a Sunday for a change. Masks in schools are optional. That's why it's out of control. No, I've realised, no belief in science, no matter what the proof is. When you first go onto your cardstock, don't just drop your brayer. Start off to the side and then come on, so you don't get now I don't want that too dark, so I won't do any more. And just blend it up a little bit so it's not a straight line. I love doing brayering and using different colouring tools, I must admit. They are my thing. Yes, well, my son's back home again, my 13-year-old. He's not impressed, that's for sure. But, you know, I guess you're off work again. Well, a lot of people are off work, but because you work in a school, or do you still go in to get stuff organised for everyone learning remotely now? Right, okay, so yes, it is scary. I think it's just scary because it's, you know, you just think it's under control and it's not. And for us, now, sorry, just ink up with this, but once again, the same as when you're colouring with anything, always start off your page. Don't drop your brush onto a spot as you get a blob. Always come off and move on to your page. No, off for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Oh, more time for card making. Or housework, maybe? Housework? Yeah, I love using a brayer actually, Roz, because I find, as you can see, the colour goes on quite quickly. I'm using one of these makeup brushes and it actually builds up slowly, which nothing wrong with that because it's quite good not to have the dark colour straight away. So just with this blue, it does take a little while to build up. But the brushes are quite good. Obviously with the darker colour, I'll get some books to cover. Oh, okay, so they keep you busy. So I'm not wanting it too dark. It's really just to give an illusion of the sky. So I won't, there we go. That one's gone a bit pink over there. I must have had some, they're quite easy to wash actually. Oh, you're retired. Good luck. Yeah. Gosh, I really feel for your son and husband going into the war zone, so to speak, because, yeah, no masks. Right. There we go. I think that is probably enough for today. You can obviously, if you want it darker, you just keep going and building up and building up. So that's going to be a bit of grass and that's going to be the sky, obviously. And I am going to pop in a little bit of grass as well. Now I am going to also bring in this beautiful set, Field of Flowers. I've seen some beautiful cards made with this set actually. So I just wanted to put a little bit of foreground with this. So I have just got the grass. Now I don't know if I've ever said a really good teachers need to wear masks. They won't force dents but suggest they be worn. Okay. Well, I guess that's up to you then, isn't it? The people that, you know, I would wear a mask, basically, yeah. As bothersome as they are. My poor husband this time around, because of the new baby, we've had to isolate him in our house because he is a doctor, GP, urgent care worker, and he's doing testing, etc. So he has got his own bedroom, his own bathroom, wears a mask and keeps his distance from us. So that's hard on all of us, I must admit. Right, so I'm just going to put that down to the edge. Stopped at the survey. Good girl. Had a touch of it too, but tested negative for me. Yeah, we tested my son who had a cold as well. It was negative, thank goodness. But you do start to worry. We've had one just down the road from us, unfortunately. So it does really bring it to home. See more. Okay. Now I'm going to add some flowers and keeping to the red and green. I thought I'd just do these in So glad you're feeling better, Helen. It seems to be going around, and it's, of course, it just makes you so nervous now when you get a cold or the flu. Amelia brought it home from daycare, and of course we will go down with it. So these are just random along the bottom. The flu is nasty in itself, I must admit. Okay. So that's the grass and that's the flowers. Now I'm going to put their cute little house. So this is their wee house, which is this one here, which is super, super cute with the lights strung around it. Now I'm going to do that in black because I'm going to be using my blends. I put these blends, oh thank you, goodness knows how long they'll last now. I can't get back to the nail, my friend, to get them done. Oh, 3 of your grandchildren while your son, gosh. Yeah, it's just, it really is so scary. That's the thing. You just worry constantly, don't you? As I say, we're really taking lots of precautions because of the bubba, the new baby. That's why my poor husband's been put into isolation in the house. Yeah, not easy, but needs to be done. So I am going to colour now with some, I was going to say before, I laid all my stuff out here for, to do this, and I came in and all my pens were on the floor and the lids were off. She may not be quite 2 yet, but she certainly knows how to get the lids off these, and they can be quite firm actually. So yes. Right. Let's start off with, now I'm using dark soft suede and light soft suede, and I'll just start off with colouring this in. So because I've done a fairly light colour in the background, that makes it easy for colouring with your blends. So that is the great way that you can create a background without actually having to do the masking, etc. So this is very therapeutic doing this card, I must admit, because it is bright and happy. Mind you, it does always scare me a bit when I start doing Christmas stuff so early. It's like, oh my goodness, it'll be on us in a minute. Gotta love the grandies. Yeah, my dad on. Oh yes, you have to take super precautions with chemotherapy. Gosh, I know, it's all those things like that, and people with breathing, asthma, autoimmune issues. It's just, yeah, super scary. Okay, so as you can see, those colours are not coming through, which is fantastic. Now I'll just go over with the dark. I've seen some lovely cards made with this set, I must admit. And there's lots of things you can do. I'm probably going to use all, well, I am going to use all 3 of the gnomes, but you can use one for just on a little tag or something like that. Hi, Kayla. Thank you. I was just showing the brayer and the little makeup brush, the difference between the two, which was pretty cool. Okay. So we'll just add a bit of green, these green leaves up here. Now you can start with blends. You can do light first, dark first, whatever. It ends up the same in the end, whichever way you do it. I tend to do a little bit of light, then I do a little bit of dark, and then I come back in. and go over with the light again. Okay. And how are you, Kayla? You looking after yourself? Right, now this is the path, so I am going to make this like a dirt path leading up to the tree house. Yes, it is so cute. So cute, we're just saying. Right. Just lends itself to this sort of thing, doesn't it? Hi, Gina, how are you? Right. Need more crafty time. I know I haven't seen your creations up online every day. Right, I'm going to do the door red. So I'm just going to colour. So with these blends, of course, you have a thick and a thin end because this is a bit of a few tight corners. No, the flowers are from this set, the Field of Flowers. So I just did stamp the grass and then stamped these flowers. They come on a set like that, all like together. So we will keep to the Christmas themes, though. I'm not a very traditional colour when I do Christmas, I must admit. I'm good, thanks, Gina. Yes, just getting used to being in lockdown again. The one good thing for us, of course, is that we have we live in a house that's like two houses, and my daughter, son, my two grandchildren, and myself are all in the same area, so we all get to see each other every day, which is fantastic when you're worried about everybody during this sort of carry on, so to speak. Okay, so now I'm just colouring in the lights. You can do these any colour. I just tried to pick the brightest colours I could find. And yellow, of course. Whoops, that should be brown up there. I have to go back. And Bermuda Bay, nice and bright. There we go. And I'll just come back in with this because that is behind. There we go. Already. Yes, our house is fabulous. So we live on a huge section, bush, animals. So very, very blessed. And when we have lockdown, we're all here together, which is fantastic. Now, I have coloured in a couple of these guys ahead of time because I know you all know how to colour. Aren't they just so cute? I love her. I think she is just so adorable. So I am going to stamp the one more guy. I just couldn't decide. Honestly, I could not decide who to put on and who to leave off. So when you can't decide, you do them all, I say. Okay. And I will do what I did before, I think. Now I did, yes, there we go. 15 minutes. Oh, you're seeing the kids every day. That's fantastic. And haven't seen, because of lockdown. Oh, that's sad, Roz. That's terrible, yeah. Okay, we'll give him a yellow hat. I have coloured another one of these guys in before, but nice bright yellow hat. And bright red. This guy's mainly beard, so he won't take too long to colour in. I might give him a red suit. And some green shoes maybe. You can do these guys, whatever you think. Right, I'll just add a little bit of grey to his beard, you know. Nothing against people with grey hair. My husband is white grey, so now I have got, now this is the ivory marker pen, and you can just use this. I've just used it for his face. His little eyes are poking out under there, but you can't really see it. There we go. Now, just pop those over there. To cut him out, there is no dies for this. I think, you know, when it is something like this, you really worry about your family, don't you? And I think we are all in contact with our family far more than we would be. You just worry about them constantly. Right. So I'm actually also lucky because my oldest boy, who is 33, he normally lives in Berlin actually, but came home for the summer and has been stuck here now. So it is hard for him, I think. He wanted to go back, but good for us in the sense that we know he is really safe and at home, not worrying about him over somewhere so far away, and if anything happened, you can't get there. So, yeah. Now, when you're cutting out, you probably all know, but I'll just say when you're cutting, you move the paper when you're cutting out something like this, and you keep the scissors in front of you. Just makes it a lot easier. I've left a little bit of a white border. Okay. All right, let's start putting this together. So this was, I've got a thick whisper white, and this is 21 by 14.8, and that's centimeters. This is 10 and 14.3, and this is 9.5 by 13.8, which is just the standard, even though I'm giving this to you in centimeters. Obviously everyone has their own measurements for a basic card. I just use 0.5 centimeters less for each mat. Now, what I thought I would do, I'm finding this new, I wasn't a great fan of these things previously. The ones that we had before, could never quite get the hang of it. This is actually, I'm loving it actually, especially, now I used to do this with a bit of, as I'm talking, not concentrating properly, I used to do this with tape. But now I actually find it really, really handy for when I put my ribbon on. Now I'm going to use this gold braid, which is from the Forever Greenery suite, and it does break down really easily, which if you want it like that, fantastic. I might leave it like a tassel, but you can actually just tie a little knot in it, and that will stop it from fraying. So I'll tie one there. And just going to wrap. Now there is a cheats way to do this that you can not use quite so much, but I am not going to do that today. I'm just going to wrap it round. Only going to do it a couple of times. Actually, I might do it 3. Might do it 3. There we go. Now that's got sticky on it, so I've got to be careful. Great. Your youngest, 4. Oh gosh. It is always so hard, isn't it? 4 months. Still brand new. Okay. Let's just tighten all this up. I'll pop that on there. Just come loose a little bit there. There we go. Now, I'm just going to tie a knot. This is so cute, this little gold thread. Now, I'm not very good at tying knots with tiny things like that. Now, I am going to, now that that's tied off, I am going to cut that there, and I actually don't mind if that's going to fray. I actually would like it to fray, so I'm not going to leave the knots in there. So hopefully that, actually I might just cut it just a little bit shorter. There we go. Now, I'm going to use some dimensionals on here. Now just make sure that's pulled tight. So I give it an extra pull when I put my dimensionals on, just to make sure that it's nice and tight. And I am liberal with my dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to get to the fun part soon, putting all these things on. Poppy, Parade or Real Red. Sorry, Helen, I've only just seen that. I have used Dark Poppy Parade for the red. Actually, I've used both, but for that I used the red. Yep, Real Red. I love the Poppy Parade though. That is so nice and bright, but I kept to Real Red because I've used the red for the card. One more. Okay. Now, let's see. Where should we put these guys? Oh, they're so cute. She looks as though she's got a look of disdain on her face, like, oh, you guys. So, maybe, he could be saying, no, I'll do that way, I think. So cute. No, I think I like the 3. What do you reckon? 2 or 3? 2 or 3 on there. They are so cute. Right. While you decide that, I will show you the new punch, which I have already white emboss this, holly jolly everything. Now in the mini catalogue there is another triple banner punch, 3, yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. Now I've put the sizes on here again, 1.3, 1.9 and 2.5. So these are the banner. So you've got the banner going one way and the banner going the other way. So I am going to can't decide either. That's no help, Helen. Now I always like to put mine in upside down because you can see sometimes you don't want it all the way to the end, and you can always just double check that it's in the middle. So that is going to go there, pointing to the house as well. Okay, we'll go for 3. I'm going to go for 3. So let's get some dimensionals for these guys. You can have so much fun with these. The expressions on their face, and she's got lights all around, a Christmas tree hat. Just adorable. Right, let's get a little one for the... So now the other thing for this too, I thought, being in New Zealand, of course, it's not wintry in New Zealand at Christmas. And this is something that you can make that is not going to be wintry. You can use this set, and I've set it with, you know, you could actually put a sun there and use it for a New Zealand Christmas, because there's no snow on that tree. Okay. Whoop. And it is fun. Quite like the fun. Right, sorry, watching me peel off. I try and do as much as I can ahead of time. That is not, there we go. Not wintry in Florida either at Christmas time. Well, there you go. It's just good to have the options, isn't it? No, it wouldn't be wintry there at all. So we'll put her up a little bit. And then this guy. Put this one underneath. Okay. Love it. And the sentiment. They look as though they're ready for a party. It's very rare, but we have no snow at Christmas time in my part of Canada. Oh, no snow. I'm near Orlando and it gets chilly. We get freezing in January and early February, but no snow, Roz. No snow. We don't get snow generally anyway, but now I'm going to put this guy inside. I quite like winter, I must admit, but I don't think we're too hard done by with winter in New Zealand. It doesn't get you know, bitterly cold. This guy I'm going to put inside. So cute. So the reason I did that is if I was to colour blends, it would just come through the back of the card, and that would not, got a bit of stuff on the back of that. Now the last thing, of course, some embellishments. Flurries, okay, so it must get quite cold then to get flurries. Now, I'll just put some in a couple of these flowers, I think. Won't do them all, but oops. Hope you didn't hear that. That was my stomach going. It's nearly dinner time. Right, here's me saying I only do a couple and I've ended up doing a few. Okay, there we go. Minus 40 degrees. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is really, really cold. Oh my goodness. Wow. Certainly not like that here. Not in Auckland anyway. I think it gets cold down south, but I don't even know if it gets to be 40 degrees. Minus 40 degrees. Now I've lost that one. Oh, here it is. Right. Done. We don't want that there. Whoop. The gnomes, aren't they just gorgeous? Just love them. So hoping to bring a smile to your faces. I think we all need a bit of a smile at the moment. I do love this set, and there is certainly so much you can do with it. Like I say, it's not wintry, it's a summery look to me, and I think it's so much fun. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope everyone stays well. I hope everyone's family are well, and yeah, just really, really take care. Lovely to chat to you all. Thank you all for coming, and hope to see you again next week. Bye.